Roll camera.
And playback.
Playback. Susan, are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I think so. And welcome to the Good Morning Show. We are
Good
live
morning.
from the safe deposit box of the Andrew Johnson Bank Studio.
We missed you Friday.
We missed you Friday, Josh. Welcome back, Josh.
Yeah.
I don't want to lie and say I wish I could say the same, but
Oh, you were out having fun somewhere.
Was.
Did you go fishing or something for Father's Day?
can't describe it on TV.
Okay.
So he had a good time.
We had a great time. And we are joined by Susan Hyder, as we
Good
do
morning.
on Monday
Monday.
mornings. And you have a guest with you today.
Yes, I do.
Cool. Would you like to introduce your guest?
This is Stacy Slockbauer,
Yeah, you got it.
and she's from Pins and Needles Quilt Shop down in Hickson. And she's here to talk about the charities that you guys work on. And
Yes.
specifically one that we all kind of close to our hearts was the quilts that you did for the fire up in Gatlinburg.
Yes. My quilt shop started as a charity. My daughter and I started it together. It was a GS Quilts for a Cause. We had a Girl Scout friend of hers that had passed away on a boat. And so we had just begun quilting and started and wanted to do a quilt for her with Girl Scouts. So we started there, and then we started getting requests and got involved with Make-A-Wish. And so we've made lots of quilts for the Make-A-Wish kids. And then Sandy Hook happened, the tragedy in Sandy Hook with the shooting. So we made quilts for them, and it's just kind of snowballed. And now we have a quilt shop, full service quilt shop, but we still do our charity quilts. And it's probably the best thing that we have the shop, because now we can really reach a broader audience with what we can do. And we collected over, I think, 160 quilts for the victims of the Gatlinburg fire.
Wow.
We do a lot of disaster relief. We've given quilts for people who've lost their homes in the tornadoes and stuff around here. We made quilts for all of when we had the shooting in July 2 years ago at the naval base. We got quilts for everybody there.
Nice. And you have a quilt shop, as you mentioned, in Chattanooga. Do you want to talk about the location and what you guys offer there at your store?
Yeah. We're 6503 Hickson Pike. We just moved to a bigger location. We have full service quilt shop. We make custom quilts, memory quilts. We do long arm service. We have classes and all the supplies that you would need to get you through for a quilt.
And I'm going to pull up your website real quick. And so Pins and Needles quiltshop.com is your website,
Yes.
correct? Okay. And if folks actually want to stop by the store, they can go to the Contact Us tab and scroll down, and there's a map and your address and information there.
Yes.
So, and you mentioned classes as well. Do you want to talk a little bit about the education portion of what you guys offer?
We do. We have classes that run pretty much every day of the week. There's a class, and we start off with beginner classes and work your way up to technique classes for advanced quilters. And we have a charity sew-in coming in July 15th, and it's from 10 to 8 o'clock. And if anybody who wants to learn how to sew or wants to lend a hand with the charity quilts can come and work on that day. And all you have to do is lend your time and your talent to come sew with us.
Cool. And you brought some quilts with us or with you today to show us. Do you want to kind of talk about those quilts and what those were for?
Sure. We're starting to, because we have such a need for charity quilts, to get a reserve set up, because when disasters happen like the Gatlinburg fire, it's really hard to get them all together. So we started a reserve. So if we have anybody who wants to donate quilt blocks or donate a quilt top, we'll take them, or we'll take quilts that we'll collect them and give them for the next tragedy. We have different sizes. We have kid quilts.
I'm a kid.
Yes.
I'm not much taller than most kids.
We usually try to keep it around lap or throw size for everybody. So if they have to go to somebody's in the hospital, they can take it to the hospital with them. If they've lost everything, we also have bed quilts. And when you don't think about, when your house burns, all the things that you're missing, but a lot of times there were family heirlooms with quilts that somebody's made from generations. So we put a lot of love and prayer into every one of the quilts that we give out, and we hope that the people we give them to feel it
Yeah.
and know that there's somebody thinking about them.
This one's easy enough for you to do.
Yeah, those are just
Yeah.
square blocks.
Yep, we just keep them simple so that, everybody can do it. We have a lot of beginners that come and have never learned how to sew before until they came to a charity sew-in, and they learn then.
Cool. Very cool. And Susan, that one you have right there, do you want to talk about that block is a little bit more...
I don't know the name of it.
It's a spider web.
Spider web. Okay.
Spider web. This is a spider web block. This one, it just depends. Everybody can make what they want to. If they find a pattern and design that they want to do, they can do it on their own. This happens to be one that was donated to us, already completed. So they had a theme in mind. They stayed with 30s fabrics and made this adorable quilt. And it's got the cute little variegated thread with the quilting designs in it.
Nice. Very cool.
See, these guys know no quilt box. So,
Yes, we've been learning
I'm sure.
over the course
Have
of
you
a little bit.
Have you started to sew?
yeah, he came in the shop.
Because you
and
can.
sewed.
I was gonna say because you can come to the charity quilt sew on, and you can sew.
I won't say I'm good at it, but I have dabbled in sewing, yes.
Well, we have men quilters at our store all the time. My husband's the resident long armor, and he is this big, burly, 6 foot, looking like a refrigerator type guy, who works at a steel plant. But he's our long armor, and he has girls lining up down the corner to get his quilts quilted by him.
Yeah, I enjoy the process of sewing more than I thought that I would. So it's not bad.
It's
Power
not- it's-
tool with thread.
Do what?
It's a power tool with thread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, that's one way of looking at it.
Yes.
Josh hasn't been down to Susan's place to sew anything yet. We should get him. down.
However, he did sew that day we were here while all of us sewed.
That is true.
Better and faster.
Better and faster. So
Just gotta one up.
Always.
Sorry.
I understand. Trust me, I understand.
No, there's a therapeutic aspect to it, isn't there?
Oh yes. Oh yes. When I get really stressed, I'll sit down and do string quilting, which I haven't taught y'all yet, but I'll just anyway.
There's something very therapeutic about being creative. Everybody needs to be in their own little way.
I agree. And so if you want to talk a little bit more about the event that you have coming up and how people can get some more information, just more details about that, just to make sure we get the word out.
Okay. We're doing a charity kind of sew-a-thon. It's going to be Saturday, July 15th at 10 in the morning till 8 at night. We're going to have drinks, refreshments there for everybody. We're providing all of the supplies, the batting, the backing, the thread. We'll have a couple extra sewing machines, but we're asking anybody that wants to contribute that can come sit and sew with us. If they want to learn, they can come directly to the shop and we'll teach them and start with cutting. There's always something that somebody can do if they want to contribute. And we're really going to make sure that we get hopefully at least 50 quilts during that day.
Wow.
Started or completed. We have them already in different stages. So we have a big stack that need to be quilted and are ready to go. And we're still continuing to make blocks and get them together.
Cool.
They can go, anybody who wants information on it or wants to learn how they can participate can go to our website or go to our Facebook page. Our website is pinsandneedlesquiltshop.com. And if you Google us or you look us up on Facebook, it's Pins and Needles Quilt Shop. And technically we're located in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So they'll be able to find us and can come sew with us.
All right, and I'm going to pull this up real quick here. So I'm guessing this is from your Facebook page. This is your flyer for
Yes.
this is the Charity Sew-In, Saturday, July 15th from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Good stretch of time there, and your address, of course, over in Chattanooga. You're on Hickson Pike.
Yes.
Very cool. Susan, anything else to add?
Well, I just am excited that they're doing stuff to help so many charities. I feel sometimes not jealous necessarily, but wish that I had more opportunity than I do. But we have like 5 charities that we do at our shop, so and I have a heart for charity, and And I think most quilters are kind of that way.
They're very giving.
I think most quilters will come in and they buy fabric to give away more than they keep. Because I've had a few, oh, what about that quilt such and such? Well, I already gave that away. I can't put it in a quilt shop. So they tend to be.
Yeah, most people I know that quilt have given almost every single quilt that they have away, and they don't have one for themselves because somebody else wanted it, so they give it.
Yeah.
They're happy to do it, and that's what we find with this charity, that people are more than happy to come and lend a hand, whether it's if they've inherited fabric from somebody and they don't know how to sew, they give us the fabric, and then that fabric goes on to become quilts. So there's just a bunch of different ways that people can get involved and try to do it. And I know in a way it kind of seems like, well, your house burned down and you just get a quilt, but it's a way of, like I said, knowing that your community is thinking of you and caring about you and wanting to help lift you up, I think is a big thing. And quilts last generations. I mean, they can be passed down and they're usually loved by almost everybody.
If you had to pick only one type of quilt, what's your favorite type of quilt to make?
Oh,
Nope, you
goodness.
can only pick one.
Probably the very first one I ever made, which was a trip around the world. It's easy and it's quick and it looks like you've done work for weeks, but you can get it done in a day.
Nice. Susan, your
Yeah,
favorite?
I was supposed to say, you never asked me that question. Favorite quilt?
You can only pick one.
Even though I haven't done that many of them,
Yeah.
cathedral window,
Cathedral window.
yes.
Okay. You'll have to bring an example.
Well,
of
I
one
have
of
to
those
come
out.
and teach that. That'll be a good segment to teach that one. That's a good 20, 30-minute teachable thing, yes.
Nice, Josh. Your favorite type?
I don't know enough types to pick a favorite.
Anything
One
that's
that's
warm.
soft and comfy.
I like
One's a soft and
I was gonna say
comfy.
anything that's warm.
I like a t-shirt quilt.
Oh, t-shirt quilts?
Those are becoming my favorite.
We do a lot of t-shirt quilts, and we
he's
do a
planning
lot
one.
of memory quilts.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm planning. I'm working on one now.
Oh, they're good. And you know you can work
Yeah.
in pictures too, so you can have.
Yeah, we
since
do.
it's a
Remember
memory
the pictures
quilt,
I told you
could
to
do pictures and
Onto the
t-shirts.
fabric.
Oh, so you can do like a hybrid
Mm-hmm.
quilt.
You can just do like a memory. We do a lot of them for graduations.
Nice. Very cool. All right, Susan. Anything else that you'd like to add?
Well, Row by Row starts Wednesday, so
right.
everybody get
Yeah.
your travel shoes on. And her row is gorgeous.
Thank
and you can go and look on her site and see her row, and I'm excited about it. I love travelers, so we're excited for that. And of course, our Jelly Roll race that you don't know about that you need to come Saturday.
Josh.
I heard about it. Bryce was downloading the episode and asking me about it.
So you're going to come participate?
I can't answer
There's
that today.
prizes. You can't answer that. No, he always says
You can
that.
win a stack of fat quarters, I'm sure.
Well, the Jelly Roll race, actually, we try to give everybody a prize, and we have the first step, and you have the person that finishes first and the person that finishes last, and we make sure everybody gets a prize. So you can, and you won't be the last person, because I saw you sew that one day. You'll be like zooming
They're
through.
fun. They really are fun because you
Yeah.
just get to pedal to the metal the whole way. It's
Yep.
fun.
And
Let me,
everybody, I can't usually sew because I'm laughing so much at everybody. I usually get mine about a third of the way done because I'm laughing at everybody and watching. And you know, there's a few people came that didn't know anything but straight stitch sewing, and they got their quilt tops ready to put the borders on and stuff. So you have to look at the episode because there's a good example there.
And to get some more information or to get your stuff that you need for Row by Row, you can go to hyderhangout.com or give Susan a call at 423-715-2908. Stop by her store. She's on the First Street Square across from the Catch Restaurant and next to Trailhead Bicycle Company. If you've never sewn before, you can go to her Happenings tab and go to classes and take a look at what she has to offer. Sign up for a class. Be a lot of fun.
Tomorrow night is the Superior Threads
Aha.
bobbin work.
And if you ever feel overwhelmed and don't want to sew in front of people for the first time, you can go to on her homepage. You can go to watch our YouTube videos and watch some of the segments that we've done with Susan. Kind of get your feet wet, so to speak, if you want to kind of get your learn on. So Susan, anything else?
Monday, we'll hear about a quilt show coming up in North Georgia.
Oh, really?
Yes. So you can get your quilts out, get ready, get planning for a quilt show.
Okay. Any preview for Friday?
No.
No. No preview. No spoilers, Josh.
Mystery.
It's a mystery. All right. Well, thank you very much, Stacy, for coming in. We wish you the best of luck on your charity quilting.
Thank you.
And we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Quilts and the art of quilting have been enjoyed for generations. Hyderhangout, Quilt Fabric and More in downtown Cleveland is all things quilts and much more. Hyderhangout stocks a vast selection of beautiful fabrics from upholstery to evening wear and will special order hard-to-find items. Find all the accessories to make any project fun and easy. Hyderhangout offers expert instruction with classes for the beginner and the advanced. Ready to show your style? Get to Hyder Hangout Quilt Fabric and More, 219 First Street Northeast, downtown Cleveland.